commandment, for they have a right to the tree of life. Don't persons, I say, cannot enter. Hypocrites too cannot enter. Jah cometh quickly, his reward for you and me, to judge you for the work you do. Yeah. No liars and thieves cannot enter into Jah's kingdom. Oh no, but by the work that you do, yea, blessed are they who keeps the commandments. For they have a right to the tree of life. No false teachers and prophets cannot enter. No liars and thieves cannot enter. No, oh no. Ooh, yeah. Blessed are they that keeps the commandments. For they have a right to the tree of life. Don't persons, I say, cannot enter in the kingdom of Jah. Oh no.
Pull up this song, no, eh? Pull up this song, no, eh?
Oh my baby, here I am just waiting for you. Oh my baby,
Pull up this song, no, eh? This song, no, eh?
That's what I am. Yeah, everything I do it the best I can. I travel each and every highways and byways to find peace of mind. So don't you try to wreck my life. No, don't you don't try to hurt my pride. Yeah, I say I'm a man, I'm not a toy. No, God made me a man, I'm not a boy. Everywhere I go, people love me. I say they love me so, and I want the world to know. I say I want the world to know, so you can think it over before I go. I tell you one more time, I'm a man, and I never bow. Yeah. I'm not a toy, I tell you, baby. I'm a man, that's what I am. Yeah, everything I do it the best I can. I travel each and every highway and byways to find peace of mind. So don't you don't try to wreck my life. No, I say little girl, don't try to wreck my life. Yeah, baby, don't hurt my pride. I'm a man, I say I'm a man.
Pull up this song now, eh? Pull up this song now, eh? Pull up this song now, eh?
Just watch this song, children. It got to go around.
Pull up this song now, eh? Pull up this song now, eh? Pull up this song now.
Just watch this song, children. It got to go around. There is something happening here which isn't exactly clear. There's a man over there telling me I've got to beware. Won't you stop, children? Watch this sound. Everybody look, people, what's going on? Nobody's right, nobody's wrong. Young people speaking their mind, getting so much resistance from behind. Yeah, getting so much resistance from behind. Yeah, just watch this sound, children. It's got to go around. Yeah. What a great day in the East. Thousands of people in the street, yeah. Getting so much resistance from behind, yeah. Getting so much resistance from behind. Nobody's right, everybody's wrong.
Pull up this song now, eh? Pull up this song now, eh? Pull up this song now, eh? song now, eh? Pull up this song now, eh? Pull up this song. This song, no, eh? Pull up this song, no, eh? Pull up this song, no, eh?
Girl of my dream, you are so real. I love you so. You're so real. Keep on playing that sweet song. Play for me. You are so real. I love you so. Play for me. Keep on playing that sweet, sweet melody. Play for me. You are so real. Girl of my dream. You are so real. Keep on playing that sweet song for me. Oh yeah. Oh, it fills my heart with memory that I love you so. It's a feeling that I've got.
Pull up this song, no, eh? Pull up this song, no, eh? Pull up this song, no, eh? Pull up this song, no, eh?
Give me one more chance, baby. Give me one more chance, girl. So high. Give me one more chance, baby. Give me one more chance, girl. So I will prove myself. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know I done you wrong, girl. And you know I can't go
Pull up this song, no, eh?
on.
Pull up this song, no, eh? Pull up this song, no, eh?
Give me one more chance, baby. Give me one more chance, girl. So I will prove myself. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know I done you wrong, girl. And you know I can't go on. No, no, no. Give your sweet loving to me and end this misery. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Give your sweet loving to me, child. I can't stand this misery. No, no. Forgive me, girl, I was wrong, child. But now I know where I belong. Yeah, yeah. Forget about the things I've done, baby. Let's make up and have some fun. Yeah, Give your sweet loving to me, baby. I can't stand this misery, no, no. Baby, baby, baby. You know that I'm very sorry. Foolish things I've done in the past, baby. But let's forget about the past, yeah. Give your sweet loving to me, child.
Pull up this song, no, eh? Pull up this song, no, eh? Pull up this song, no, eh? Pull up this song, no, eh?
I've got to run. I've got to run. Child, I gotta keep on running. Child, I gotta keep on running away. Yeah.
The DJ accepts no responsibility for the next record. This is a request.
I've got to run. I've got to run.
The DJ accepts no responsibility for the next record. This is a request.
I gotta keep on running away. Yeah. I gotta keep on running. I gotta keep on running away. Yeah. Babylon accused me of a killing. Jah knows that I didn't do. Yeah. For hanging me, they are willing, and that's why I've got to get away. Yeah. Yeah. Jah, I gotta keep on running. Jah, I gotta keep on running away. Yeah. Jah, I gotta keep on running. Jah, I gotta keep on running away. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Now they're coming. Babylons are coming after me. I've got to run. I've got 2 kids and a woman. Jah forgive me for not going back. Wicked Babylonians want me for the killing that I know I didn't do. Yeah. So now I gotta keep on running. Jah, I gotta keep on running away. Yeah. Because I've been accused of a killing that I didn't do. No, for hanging me, they are willing, and that's why I've got to run. Yeah, Jah, I gotta keep on running. Jah, I gotta keep on running away, away. Yeah, Jah.
Pull it up, selector. Pull it up, selector.
Coming from the north with my face to the south, I'm quite sure I can knock you out. I am the general. In this year dance, I am the general. Oh, people, I'm the general. In this year dance, I am the general. Oh, I don't mess with the east or the west. I leave the public to suggest I am the ranking. In this year dance, I am the ranking. Oh, smoke up the Cali weed, I am the general. In a this dance, I am the general. Yeah, people, I'm the ranking. In a this dance, I am the ranking. People listen, yeah. I am the ranking. In a this dance, yeah. Coming from the north with my face to the south, I'm quite sure I can knock you out. I am the general. In a this dance, I am the general. Oh, people, I'm the general. In a this dance, I am the general. Yeah, I don't mess with the east or the west. I leave the public to suggest I am the ranking. In a this dance, I am top ranking. Yeah, people, I'm the general. In a this dance, I am the ranking. Hush up your mouth, dread, sip your stout, and come when we smoke up the Cali weed. I am the general. In a this dance, I am the general. Yeah, people, I'm the ranking. In a this dance, I am the ranking. People, listen.
Yes, greetings with the original Things and Times. Yeah, man called Crucial Khan and Crucial Campbell, still not gamble. Humble. Yes, with that show you said that me is a selector, you know. We can't do anything. Anything we want to do. So, we want to look at ghettoology again, you know. We're staying in the ghetto now for the last, 3 months. Because this how we there. Ghetto. You know, care how much people them live at West Hampstead or wherever. A ghetto, you know. And if ghetto come out of your flesh and bone, you're lost for cause. So now they're working on character assassination continually of the black man and the black woman. What we going to do? See, when you work with them people in business, them can do that, and it works. When we work with our business and mind our business and develop ourselves, which is our business, and cooperate with ourselves and be in attention to ourselves, then we will be successful. I'm telling you, we will be successful. We just have to keep beating that drum about trust and the excellence that the Almighty Creator want for human beings. See? Him not just want that for black man and children of Israel and everything. He want that for human beings. You see? And there's a reason why me slip the children of Israel in there now. You see the nation of Islam now, them met them European Ashkenazis legal. Them can't stop talk about them people there and brandish them people there and keep them people on the front page and the front line, you know. Make them authentic. And if the people that was reading Al-Quran, they know say it's not true. And we shouldn't be doing that. But because they are firemen and they look importance and keep hyping black people up, you know what I mean? Hundreds of thousands of black people now hype them up and keep telling America, keep telling the American people them how much trouble they're going to be in here, there, and everywhere. But not sort out the black man and black woman problems. The black man and black woman problem in America is atrocious. And then don't come with nothing say that the Almighty tell him, or Elijah might tell him, to do this and do that, and this and that will work. You understand? But then there's some ignorant people out there go tell me, say, oh, you know him not say that. Them things they must say in private. Or him can take that and keep that in private, and things that not real, like flying saucer and this and that are going to happen to America, and what this president and that president, what them I eat, what them I sleep, and who them I go sex with and everything. That's nothing to do with us, man. A ignorant thing that That's part of Jeremy Rhyme. That's part of Hollywood. That's part of, hey, yo, them something there, you know. And people must understand we have come of age. You understand that type of excitement and gratification and everything. Later for that, productivity are what people are deal with. Productivity is what people are deal with, and that's what people are supposed to want. And that's what supremacy that people have preached, that thing about Caucasian supremacy, that's what they do. What do? We are sit about, we are watch them and we are tell them say that them superior to any other and everything. And then we are going to tell these European people that call themselves Jew that they're legitimate. No, star. If you are saying you're a Muslim, which is between you and Allah, but we know so that what you're doing is not Islamic, right? Then you're supposed to talk about Bunny Israel, right? And what Bunny Israel is about and who is Bunny Israel. And make the rest of the world understand, say, you know, are the greatest lie, the biggest lie the world has ever conceived. You understand? And you help propagate that something there. You help propagating that because you can't stop talking about them. You understand? And oh, black man and them are friends. Them, we are not friends. You and them might be friends. We are not friends. You understand? Them suck the blood out of us. And when we're there in England, we don't have no choice but to work with them and get a flat and go buy food and salt meat and beef and everything from them. Yes, and rent a fridge from them and rent a stove, because them is the people that had those things. Little more the Greeks and the Turk them come and them start own some property. But the first set of people them was them. You understand? So now they, your side of the world do the same thing and all the sports and everything. And you keep telling the people them say about your violin and chat and this man and everything. And the people them know say that you did that already. And them know say that the people them that launch that and make themselves number one at that is those same people. So why you big them up for? You make them remember that you remembered not to forget them. Star, we're not dumb. But there's some people who like that excitement. They love it. Them can't help it because you have washed them. You understand? And when I wish you bad enough, is that we have come of age, so have you. And you paint your legacy. No problem with that either. But you have nothing to show for it. To me, personally, you have nothing to show for it. You're just one of them marathon runners that did it. I remember say you're a Caribbean man, you know. So we who from the Caribbean, we know what you deal with. It's just that some of the Caribbean people them can't help it to backside. You understand? Because you jack up people the wrong way, man. And Kwame Ture and you is not the same. Kwame Ture is and you is not the same. You understand? And maybe I say that you have some ancestries them from Trinidad, but you're not the same star. Kwame Ture. You understand? And Imam Worthy Muhammad and you is not the same. It's just that you was in his father organization and you're meant to be with him. And you broke away because you see you want to keep your father, who Elijah Muhammad is not your father. You want to keep the nation of Islam the way it was. So you're not really, you're not really put nothing new there. And people must understand that, you know, see that, you know. You're in a time warp and you got the people them stuck in a time warp. Seriously. You got them stuck in a time warp. You're not graduate them. You're not bring them up. You're not bring them up. So them gonna live on your legacy. Because you paint it and you're instilling it. You're not letting the young people them come and flourish. Them going to try a thing after you've gone. And I'm not wishing you to go today or tomorrow. You know. You understand? But you're still stuck in your ways, man. And all this Jesus thing and everything. And black people love that. Why? And that's not Islamic. You cannot say that you use a big Jesus, a small Jesus, or any form of Jesus. And you see, the reason you can say that, I personally don't know who this Jesus is. And I think you understand that part too. So you play with the emotions. Because you know, say from the Quran, Isa alayhi salam is what other people them try to associate this Jesus with, and we shouldn't have even do that. So if you deal with Islam, you say Muslim, but if you was dealing with Islam, you would have paint the picture, or project the picture of Isa alayhi salam. You understand? Next to Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So you can't tell the people that you talk about Muhammad when you talk about Elijah Muhammad. See? You understand? And your kalima is not Islamic. Your kalima is Farrakanic. You understand? Seriously. So when you associate Imam Worthy Muhammad with you, he was your brethren, he was your friend, he was a teacher, he was your guide. But then you branch out from him because you can't take certain disciplines. Why don't you tell the world that? You can't take certain disciplines. And the discipline is to adhere to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and Al-Quran. And you tell the people say that he was a hypocrite. That's what you paint his image as, Louis Farrakhan. You say that Imam Worthy Muhammad was a hypocrite. You see that Malik el-Shabazz, Malcolm X, Al-Haji Malik el-Shabazz was also a hypocrite. And then you come and use your tongue and make it seem, say, oh, you love him. Now you want to make people believe, say, oh, you love W.D. Muhammad. Yo, the mouth can do a whole heap of thing, you know. The mouth can do a whole heap of thing. And you're good at it. You're bloody excellent at it. And the people them who love you so, they appreciate that excellence of your tongue. It's not too late to make Tawbah. It's not too late to make Tawbah, man. You understand? Many Nigerian imams and sheikh has come to your aid. And you use them and abuse them. You didn't physically do them nothing. You mentally do them something. Because you make them believe so that you learn La ilaha illallah. And then you chip. No one makes Hajj and go there with that eye looking for signs. No one does that. No one make Hajj and then come back and tell people them that this and that and rare and you make Hajj and if you want to tell somebody something, tell them say that you find the glory of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the rahmah of Muhammad Rasulullah sallam, and you're spiritually endowed and you're going to live up to some tawbah that you made if you're going to talk. Huh? So a man like you come back from Hajj and start say that these Arabs and this, no. You was looking for signs. You're looking to land-based people. And then you make yourself look like you was the giant of Hajj. Nobody did that. There are rich people, politicians, kings and paupers and everything at Hajj. Nobody don't know them. So how come you did know them? How come you was walking with next to them and you can spot them? Star, you was not dealing with truth. You were not dealing with truth. You was dealing with this whole black thing. And it's sad that our people can listen to that and feel good and cheer about it. And cheer about it. Ignorance, man. Nonsense. You should make Tawbah. And the people that surround you that know Al-Islam, because some of you know Al-Islam, you know, should pull your cloak. You understand? Pull your cloak. And make you understand that this is not the way. And you know that already anyway. It's not for them to tell you right now. You know that. But you can't help yourself. You understand? The discipline of the Nation of Islam we admire without a doubt. But the conjunction, it's not Islamic. The discipline of the Nation of Islam, we admire that. We admire that. The eating, the discipline, the functionality of taking care of oneself and the communities, yes. But don't mix up Quran with your Bible nonsense and then your ego. You want to leave that alone, man. And people are listening to you about your little Jesus and all of these things. And all the droughts and the sprouts and everything that's supposed to happen to America. What about us? The black people, the African people, the people of the diaspora. Eh? You know anything about the mess that we're in? The hardship that we face? And what's the solution for those hardships? And do you pray to God to give you, because you want to be that person? You should be asking God to give us salvation. Give us the blessings. Allow us to go home. Show us the way. Help us to be brave outside of the white man and go and rub shoulders, stand shoulder to shoulder with our African family on the continent. And at that, it should be raising millions of dollars with all those associates that's at your disposal in America. Yes, all them artists, all those sportsmen and women, at them you should have been attracting. See? It's them you should have been attracting and get great sums of millions and then at least follow W.D. Du Bois and finish up on the continent. Yes? And then you could have big up Marcus Garvey, because when you follow Du Bois now, you'll be able to build as Marcus Garvey instructed. See? So it'd be relevant. And the whole of the diaspora would be saying, Yale Farrakhan, Yale Minister Farrakhan. How you mean? But you come like a broken record, still there upon the same old, because you wouldn't leave the start and get to the middle. You understand? Yes, because there's a beginning, the middle, and an end. And the end is we are strive for our children them to come true. Because we have to start the thing. And Elijah did not start it, others did, but he came and put his peace inside there. You understand? You take it to another level, which is to clean people up from the degradation of the white man. And all the filth of drugs and alcohol and everything. So we honor him for that, but we can't say that he was Islamic. We honor him for that. Because remember, we came out of Jahiliyyah to rightness. You understand? We came out of having 300 and odd idols to having none. We came out of bad behavior, decadence, to dash all of that away and fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala alone and enjoying with morals from the highest level. And then don't fuss to follow man. No matter who it is, your father, your mother, no fuss to follow them. Follow Allah and his messenger, Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So that's my message to you, because you're still attracting, you know what I mean? It's not that you shouldn't, but you're not change that voice of yours. Those words. You're going to leave them all trying to wake you up again. Influences. So the next group will be doing just the same. They will find themselves wanting to do that, not wanting to do that, because they want to stay relevant. And then feel that relevancy is in what you did have done and what you were about. See? Now you got them locked. So you need to release them. Make them use them own feeling, them own vision, them own creativity. You understand? Because I can see what you're trying to do, you know. Me personally, I'm telling you, I feel say on this topic, I'm a genius on it. I can see what I deal with. This is not good leadership. Not good leadership. Look at W.D. Muhammad. Huh? He's gone. You understand? And him say, no more leaders. Huh? Are we all not existing? Are we all not retaining everything that was able to be developed? And we're still pushing on through? Yes, institutions, everything. Hafiz, everything. Engineers, technicians, everything. Everything is everything. You understand? Yeah. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to continue to bless us. And our children and our children's children will be blessed for it too. So in terms of future and prosperity, we are good at. And you know that. You've seen it. You're a witness to it. Right where you're there, Chicago. Clean it up, man. You never even talk about all the decadence and the killings and everything. Oh, when I work with reconciling and removing and everything. You not taught them something there. Huh? You not taught them something there. You not talk about the police brutality and all the killings and everything that is going on. You not talk even about them 5 brothers them who beat up and killed that brother. You not talk about all the idiocies that surrounds the area where you reside. You not talk that. You take the people into something far, far, far away from them. Because like, he's a messenger for the American authority, the American government. And then you are a guide for those Askanakis. So where does black people fit in to all of that? Nowhere. You're just giving some news and they're getting twisted and everything. And then when you ask them, like, people go to church and you want to know what happened, and then come from the church, mesmerized, Terati. They mesmerize. And the most thing they can tell is that them give them last $5. And some woman them who spoke up, them going to tell us that the Holy Spirit came and blessed her. When it was the pastor, it was the pastor. It's nothing to do with God and His Spirit. Well, I wasn't there, but you know them thing there. We have to get out of this of this thing, man. But the generation that is coming, you're helping to soil them. Serious. They're going to have a hard time being who they are. Feeling that if them do this, they're letting the minister down. If them do that, they might let the minister down. So best thing to do is stay in line with the minister. It's nothing to do about mutiny, you know. It's about independent minds and vision. And the young people today, them are vision star. They're not visionless. It's a different time. What was in the 60s is not here now. We can take some etiquette from the 60s, some morals from the 60s, some guidance from every period. But you can't tell the young people them to close their eyes and close their spirit. And you can't do that. You cannot do that. We shouldn't do that. We shouldn't even attempt it. You understand? Seriously. And then you had the whole Caribbean listen you. All of the damn well major radio station them tune in to Louis Farrakhan, Saviors. Yeah, you're a giant among us. But there was no message. There was no guidance. Just a pure hullabaloo again. Again and again and again. Am I disgruntled? No. Am I being real? I think I am. Yeah, I think I am. Do I have a problem with you? No. Why am I saying what am I saying? Because I feel so that I should say it. You understand? I feel I should say it. Yeah. Even if one person hear it, I should say it. You understand? Because you're good people them around you. And they're from the Caribbean too. They're not saying, yo, listen, I expected something different. But knowing you, that's what we got. You know how to play steel pan, innit? The songs then remain the same, man. It's just the rhythms. Huh? But the song remain the same. Steel pan. The song remain the same. It's just the rhythm. You understand? Keep beating that same old, same old, same old. And Africa awaits the people and not rightfulness. You understand? In that United States of America, where you there. You ain't done nothing for Alabama. My family down there. Huh? And you ain't done nothing for your backyard, Chicago. And you don't even tell the people them. Huh? That many things that is taking place are them fault. Them need to understand how to deal with themselves. And we have been through too many generations. And now you come at this point in time and give away your life and take other life and still go on with ignorancy and everything. You understand? Seriously. Because you have to give Jack his jacket, you know. See? So the character assassination now of many of the millionaires and potential billionaires in sports is happening. It's happening. What's your advice to them? What's your ministry advice to them? Come on, man. It's not like we did the Caribbean. Everybody are wait for the government to deal with tourism because England are control this and, you know what I mean? People are having millions of dollars. It's the white boy that come in and him have yacht. And maybe one and two of your guys them from the States, yeah, that running something like, what him name? Dr. Dre and all of them particular brand that can come down with a yacht or airplane and land somewhere and do what they want to do around the Caribbean islands them for a couple days. You understand? Because not set like that, like what you all have in America down there, sir. A tourist, a plantation. You don't even send an invite down to Haiti. You understand? To help them people there with some education and some guidance and get them from stop being so partisan and get them into all these groups and gangs and everything. Because them I help destroy themselves. You understand? Because they're vices from your part of the world, the United States government, that anybody that come up like me, you know, them kill him or them kill her. So, Nation of Islam, change, man. Change quick. Change quick, star. Change to righteousness. Change to black solidarity. You understand? And African solidarity. Seriously. You understand? Yeah. So, now we are say all of that now. The excellence that God wants us to be as human beings. And this, before me go there, this thing here with this Askanaki, why you deal with them? You're the only person that me hear that makes them the order to talk about every time. Them don't even show off themselves. Them stay in the background and suck like leeches and do what them do. But when you come, you make the whole world know about them. So you make them authentic when they're imposters. You don't even say nothing about our Palestinian brothers and sisters who are constantly for the last 76 years been slaughtered, and their homes been taken, and their lands been taken, their lives are taken. And the places of worship, the people them just go there and violate them mess them up. Them urinate into the place in front of the people, them do all kind of despicable things. And then they run up them out and say that this group and that group and this, and this is why they're doing that, and this body sends some missile or some rocket, not missile, rocket and everything. And these rockets, and then a rocket is them firework, rocket, something there, that don't go nowhere. You don't even talk about them. And then your friend that was backing you, Gaddafi, Libya, you don't even talk about them. The place is topsy-turvy. The Libyans, them turned upon the black people, them that was working there and doing all kind of excellent work for the Libyan government under Colonel Gaddafi. You know, met them thing ain't known. And all the gold that him had to change to give Africa a currency, all of that. Come on, man. That's news. That's worthy news. But you deal with America and this and that and other and tata. And not a damn thing changes. Because you not change black people. You give black people them some beat drum. Some steel pan drum. Later for you, Mr. Fireman. So, I'm going to have to play this tune here for you too. All this.
Money, oh everybody wants money, yeah. The world is crying for money, yeah. Everyone wants it money, yeah. Honey, I know you don't love me, honey. No, all you want is my money, yeah. I'm not my love, no. Yet life is so funny if you have no money, no. You can't get nothing at all, no. Some people prefer to die than to let it pass them by. Yeah. Oh Lord, I don't know why. No, money, yeah. The rich man's crying for money, yeah. The poor man's crying for money, yeah. Everyone wants it money, yeah. Money. I know you don't love me, honey. No, all you want is my money, yeah. I'm not my love, no. Money, yeah.
See? Popularity and money. Come on.
See Cha-Cha love, Cha-Cha is love, yeah. Cha-Cha is love, yeah. So often you've been told, but you never let Cha take full control. He's knocking.
See? Me hard, you know. This is when me was a Rasta youth. Me hard, man. Can't stop me. Come.
See Cha-Cha love, Cha-Cha is love, yeah. Cha-Cha is love, yeah. So often you've been told, but you never let Cha take full control. He's knocking at your door. Stop hardening your heart like a stone. See Cha-Cha love. is love.
See, so a person if you take full control of something, and the full control is if you take full control with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's it. Dr. Yak, him come with the same thing. Dr. Yak, him come as Ansar Allah. And him go on good. And all of a sudden the man want to be supreme. Huh? So now him want leadership. Right? And then him start tell the people, him say, that he know, right, as a vision and rare, and now he is a prophet. What do you want of people? Huh? And then him start to deal with the Bible plus the Quran, and them I try to tell people say that him is this, and know him have all these aliens or some people that live in a Shambhala or the center of the earth, and then another set of people that come out of space and everything. And people that listen that. People that listen that. The difference between him and you, him can read the Quran. Him can read Arabic and write Arabic. Him can recite and everything. And him know, because him had good teacher. You understand? But now he want to be this person. Him not accept himself. He want to be a deity. And all the, I don't know if it's the water or not just drink. I don't know. You understand? And that went on and went on. And you was there. And you had been, you're still there. And him changed to Nubian something. And then him change again. And now him there jail. And all the people them that did follow him, listen to him, and see him as their guide and everything. A whole heap of them people get broke. Damage the people them psychic. And the ones that was authentic, them still there, some of them still there. As Ansar Allah, because he bought them and was teaching them Al-Islam. And the other ones them is hurt because they were attached themselves to a leader. And then the thing that him change them into a new Wapians and everything, then you have a lot of distortion again. So everything that happens to us, we always get into something, and then this something happens, and then we're broke. And we're suffering mental discharge from the slave syndrome. And then we come and double it up ourselves. And that is my issue. You understand? And we've had a lot of people like that, distorting things and creating things, and all they're doing is taking white man tool and redress it and then reproduce it and everything. And they don't take nothing out of the continent, but yet still they want to talk black. So the black don't mean Africa. It means darkness of no existence, a non-entity. I have to say it like that because what does it mean? What does it project? Where have we gone? What have it done for us? Pure disasters. And you're there long enough, you can see and know. And you should have just like say, yo, and stop using sound bites from Marcus Garvey and everybody to make oneself relevant. And this is what has killed Jamaica. People keep doing that and make themselves relevant, and the people them come and look and say, yeah, Garvey, and everything. And nobody don't turn on and say, wait, but we're still in a garrison. Nothing change. And when you come by and say, wait, hey, Grandpa, how come we have no Black Star Liner and everything and go in and out to Africa? They won't allow them. You understand? They put so much weight upon their consciousness that the young ones won't get up and say that. So what they're doing, them get up and behave slack. They want to twerk and they want to cuss and everything. Can't you see? And your lot, instead of point the gun somewhere else, them are point the gun at themselves. Instead of stop do that, none of them are run drug racket and all. Yo, you understand? And then no wonder there's so much room for all these television evangelists and everything. Because people them see that is a better move over there, sir. No police. But they're taking the money out to the community for them family and them friend. So wherever we turn, we are using ourselves and dishonoring ourselves, and we have this good way of talking. Somebody needs to come around and give us all a box and a kick in our head. Right it. All this.
I beg you, oh, Jah, I beg you, please, Jah, please have mercy. Pity the children and don't let them cry, Lord.
I'm a rebel, man, and I have a cause, so don't get me wrong, you know. I have a cause, a purpose. Come.
Whoa, now, I wanna know why they are so, yeah. What a destruction flowing through the universe. Men wasting their money on guns and bombs in the underworld. Only Jah know what is there left for them to do. Why can't we help the suffering children and let them live a good life for you? They invent massive nuclear weapons, create all kinds of gadgets and tricks, energizing modification, blasting the sky, malfunction in the rain. Only Jah knows what is there left for them to do. They ignore all the good things Jah know they are breaking the law. What a catastrophe when all around pure light will clap. And some of God's creation, like food and water, everything will stop. Yawana, my God will show, and everyone on this earth will know. He is a true conqueror. Everyone will surely know. Yavina. I really want to know why them are going so. Yeah. We need decent environment. We need cure for diseases too. Free of education and help the children go to school. What a cha 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 cha, yeah. What a destruction flowing through the universe.
See, one artist bring all of that, you know. Colonel Crucial Campbell. With the courtesy of myself. I tell you, man, rough when I play games with people and all them nonsense. And they have some friend them, a yard, in the Rasta camp. Not one of them open them mouth and tell you, say, yo, hear what, man? Why hear something progressive, you know? We want move up and move out and, you understand? And live up and, yeah, as Rasta, you know. You understand? But nah, them say, yo, man, is my brethren, you know, is my brethren, and everything. Joking, man. Them not help you. Yeah? Them know say that you just there upon a trip. And they will go along with the trip because that whole week, them gonna get a huge audience. And that them I work with. Come!
You should be just because say them want help you, all you told them help you buck. Running a lock, them gone, but me still have me. Still have me. Proud of myself, myself, I'm proud of myself. Yes, yes, proud of myself, myself, I'm proud of. When you feel it, yeah, you feel proud of yourself. Proud of myself, proud of myself. Yes, yes, I'm proud of myself, myself, I'm proud of. Hey, them will step in on your neck and crush it hard. It's a lucky thing, me energy I steal. If you ever know the pain the one me feel, push out every snake around me heel. Must I jump?
Yeah, you see how me behave just now? That the white man want to stop, out of reggae music. They don't want no protest sound. They don't want no authentic reggae music, Because them know say how far it was traveling. But the most important thing, them know how it made us mentally independent. They know that. These people study things, They think say them just let things come through them country and everything like that. Yeah. So they don't really want that. They want apologists. You understand? They want apologists. And then they realize say that, if them what them do with the hip hop and everything, them can fuse with the reggae artists them in a Jamaica. Them can be successful. So what them do? Them had a mission for the do what? Me I talk like you know, the nation. So most of the yard artists them feels that America's the center of earth and America's the center of music. So them gone there now and everything. And them start them Jew boy there and everybody start link everybody and them got them little black boy them. You know them ones there? Them Rufuses for go link with them and make them feel important. Why is they undressing the young girls them? So two rights or two wrong don't make a right, So everything becomes, and next thing say that them show them say that them can get a hit. What happen? That make others feel say, yeah, this is the way to go. So we know who the producer them and we have the studio and everything. They made us redundant. They don't want to hear we. And the players of instruments, they don't want them. You understand? So now them going upon a spree. So anything that we do is called reggae music. Somehow all our national stations and everything have boycotted our stuff. So our things do not get play. All of these music box things get play. And the people them who deal with the music box thing, them can't write songs. Them writing porn songs, violent songs. And that's it. So gradually, they become the most airplay thing. Next thing you know, I'm called dancehall. Next thing you know, to write it now, them have more video, and then them start to attract 1 and 2 persons. Them say, yo, Sean Paul and Shaggy, I get Billboard and Grammy and Beanie, and then everybody feels say, yo, this is the way to go, and you understand? And that's it. And the young woman them, we don't know say if which side of the fence they are, and then them get the young boy them, and we don't know, yo, and then just create this crazy thing. You understand? And then 2 and 2 are women now come with their femininity, so you don't know over chat to them. And then you have some man them now who portray themselves to be dreadlocks or locks man. We are assuming that they're Rasta because of the dread or the locks on them head. We don't know if them buy it or if it's real, authentic or not. So we find ourselves in a real quagmire of problems. But reggae now, it is to be pushed aside. And dancehall and this other shaggery is the main focus. Which leave us now, the people in the Caribbean, and particularly Jamaica now, mentally redundant. after the poverty in the ghetto, whatever refuge you got. So the ghetto poverty is going to the cemetery. Just like here in England, in the last, 10, 15 years, stabbing and kneeling and everything, our children them got cemetery. Why is they deporting senior citizens? The controversy is very difficult to understand what the hell has happened. And people like me who grew up in a racism, the roots rock reggae music rescue our parents, and it came along and rescue us and give us something to stand firm within and believe that salvation is a must. You just have to hold on to your purpose. Yeah, just don't exist. Hold on to your purpose. You understand? Yeah. So when I finish up on the street, I beg. And everything. Because some people tell you, say, don't bother go to school and everything. Them they are street. They been there street now for 20 plus years. Who are surviving? Others fall out. You understand? Because once we get the education and everything, our brains get to a certain level, we know how to survive in a white man land with all them systems. But when you not take the education and everything, you can't function. You can't function. You dismantle yourself from not taking it. And then the system further dismantle you. And now you become subjected to a gross poverty, and you're there on the road, and this place is cold. You understand? It's cold. So if you don't have thick skin to you finish. And no matter how thick your skin is, the cold still hold you. But if your skin not thick to you finish quick. You understand? And through your skin thick, you're able to represent yourself when necessary. And many even though we can represent ourselves, we finish up in medical and mental facility. Yes. So our situation is a crisis. But people that say that. The people that have them head and hustling is the people that don't see what me I say. Them hustle. So they're on business about all these something there. And that's what I've realized being on this radio something. That the majority of our rated people are hustlers. You understand? Why them got 10 pound in pocket, them cool, and if them find that somebody's have more than 10 pound, them will find a way to get some of that money out of that person's pocket. And that person look just like them. And I come through the same problems as them, you know. But them not care at it. Them want to get it, and they got a scheme a way of getting some of it. Hustlers. So the people that go upon all of these multimedia pimp and abuse one another just to get certain numbers so they can see that they might earn something off YouTube or Facebook or whoever. I ignorant something that I make we look terrible, lied and protecting our kind of porn and our kind of idiocies and everything. And then you got chat Marcus Garvey. Which Marcus Garvey you chat about? You use the man name in vain. Huh? Righteousness supposed to stand. Wickedness supposed to just yield. And people who have good minds supposed to make them righteous people that go and toilet.
call down the crowd, shouting loud, some are proud of me, proud of me. Them say them want help you, all you told them help you buck. Running a lock, them gone, but me still have me, still have me. Proud of myself, myself, I'm proud of myself. Yes, yes, proud of myself, myself, I'm proud of. When you feel the yeah, you feel proud of yourself. Proud of myself, yeah, proud of myself. Yes, yes, proud of myself, myself, I'm proud of. Hey, them will step in on your neck and crush it hard. It's a lucky thing, me energy I steal. If you ever know the pain the mama feel, crush out every snake around me heel. Most I jar and I tell, several times fall, watch me get up again. Genesis begin, watch me rejoice from within. Make them happy, ask what is happening. I'm proud of myself, I do, I'm proud of myself. Yes, yes, yes. Proud of yourself, yes, you're proud of. I'm proud of. I'm excited right now, I'm delighted. Everything is everything. Blessings keep coming in. Look how them frightened. They thought this would never be. They never saw me fight for me. Welcome to my victory. Oh yes, I tell you I'm proud of myself.
Who else will be proud of you if you're not proud of yourself, of ourselves? Yo, Al-Haji, talk.
I'm speaking as a black man from America, which is a racist society. No matter how much you hear it talk about democracy, it's as racist as South Africa or as racist as Portugal or as racist as any other racialist society on this earth. The only difference between it and South Africa preaches separation and practices separation. America preaches integration and practices segregation. This is the only difference. They don't practice what they preach. Whereas South Africa preaches and practices the same thing. I have more respect for a man who lets me know where he stands, even if he's wrong, than the one who comes up like an angel and is nothing but a devil. There are 16 senatorial committees that govern the country and 20 congressional committees. 10 of the 16 senatorial committees are in the hands of Southern racialist senators who are racialists. 13 of the 20, this was before the last election. I think it's even more so now. 10 of the 16 committees, senatorial committees, are in the hands of senators who are Southern racialists. 13 of the 20 congressional committees were in the hands of Southern congressmen who are racialists. Which means out of the 36 committees that govern the foreign and domestic direction of that government, 23 are in the hands of Southern racialists, men who in no way believe in the equality of man, and men who do anything within their power to see that the black man never gets to the same seat or to the same level that they are on. The reason that these men from that area have that type of power is because America has a seniority system. And these who have that seniority have been there longer than anyone else because the black people in the areas where they live can't vote. And it is only because the black man is deprived of his vote that puts these men in positions of power that gives them such influence in the government beyond their actual intellectual or political ability, or even beyond the number of people from the areas that they represent. So we can see in that country that no matter what the federal government professes to be doing, the power of the federal government lies in these committees, and any time a black man or any kind of legislation is proposed to benefit the black man or give the black man his just due, we find that it's locked up in these committees right here. And when they let something through the committee, usually it is so chopped up and fixed up that by the time it becomes law, it's a law that can't be enforced.
Well, just as in World War II, this country could use its news media to propagandize and make the whole American public love the love the Germans and the Japanese, rather love the Russians and the Chinese and hate the Germans and the Japanese. And then after the war, they changed it and made the American public love the Germans and love the Japanese, hate the Russians and hate the Chinese, which shows that they can make the American public love whom they will and hate whom they will. And that same process can be used to re-educate the American public and show white people how to love black people and show black people how to do something to stand on our own feet and solve our own problems. The black man doesn't have to be taught to love the white man. The white man has to be taught to love the black man.
But I was invited to address the first Congress of the Council of African Organizations in London. They had a 4-day Congress from the 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th, and had invited me there to make the closing address and bring the delegates from the various African organizations that are situated on the European continent up to date in regards to the struggle of the black man in this country in his quest for human rights and human dignity. And in conjunction with that invitation, I had gotten an invitation to visit Paris from the Afro-American community in Paris, which was sponsoring a rally in conjunction with the African community. And I was supposed to go there Tuesday also and address them and let them know the state of development or lack of development of our progress in this country for human rights or toward human rights. As many of you know, when I got to Paris, the man said I couldn't come in. Some man, French man. They gave me no explanation other than to say, we have our orders. They wouldn't let me phone the American embassy, and they tried to imply that the American embassy was behind it, which I told them that I didn't know de Gaulle had become a satellite of Lyndon B. Johnson. I knew that Kennedy had made a satellite out of Khrushchev and Britain and half of these other countries, but I didn't think that France was a satellite of the United States. Well, this made them angry because they like to be independent, you know, or pretend to be independent. The same thing happened in England. As many of you probably read in the Sunday Times and Tribune, there was a great fear in England concerning me speaking to the West Indian community. And this is because England has a very serious color problem developing because so many of our people are migrating there from the British West Indies. France, quietly as it is kept, has a very serious color problem developing because of the migration to France of our people from the French West Indies.
See, and from that time till now, people like the nation had left us to what? Integrate. You understand? Because the messages, it's not stimulating and there's no guidance. Well, that's from one person. You understand? Because we can't take that one person and say, well, you're responsible for everybody. And that's what that one person would really like to think. You understand? So, I know that everybody else is different, but this is the nation of Islam. This is Malik al-Shabazz within the nation of Islam. You understand? And that was the vision. So when these other people come attack all this other thing, they have to ask themselves, wait a minute, is that what it finished up to? It didn't. This is what that individual finished up doing. You understand? Seriously. And borrowing from their mindset to think that Elijah Muhammad would have maintained that particular standard and order and enlightenment. So Detroit, Alabama, and Mississippi is not in black hands. See? Oh, yes. You understand? The three big populated African-American states. You understand? And there are more, but which state you have an infrastructure you develop or you support with the church and everybody? None. See? And the people them that you're highlighting and make them seem to be legitimate, them have. Them have. Them have Pennsylvania, them have Louisiana, them, hey, listen. Them have Wyoming, them have Virginia. And I said them have, listen, you understand? And these places, you can't go, black people. That's why them shoot that young man there and not a damn thing happened to the man, Ziggerman. You understand? Because they say, watch her, for we hear this, you know, and we don't have no rogues coming through here. So as far as we're concerned, you violate and you're intruding, huh? So we can shot you and say that you're a thief. And the brother that got killed the other day with them man, them have the same perception. So you're going to leave your young troops them now beholden to this ignoramus nonsense. Huh? Because you haven't allowed them to have vision and you want them to continue to hold on to what you have accomplished. That's not fair, man. Can you imagine where do A-level maths and I'm still doing 1, 2, 3 and multiplication timetable 1 to 12. People that laugh on my backside. You do A-level maths? At what level? I mean, nothing but trigonometry or algebra or nothing. You're a joke, man. Cosines or nothing. You're joking, man. Later for that. Morgan Heritage, come.
Morgan Heritage. Yeah, man.
We now see the world
Capri, see it.
through brand new eyes.
It's real, nephew.
Whoa,
See it now.
yeah.
Hold to the conscience. You hear that?
Money in your pocket and you have a hot car. Your friends call you hot star. You think you rich, yeah? Look at the bigger picture. Them and we have just a number. And say we name ain't worth a thing. And if we want fame, then we have to sing. Play bar, run track and all start a thing. While them collect the ring, them and we have just a number. And say we name ain't worth a thing. Position of power, it control everything. If we not up there, then we not reach nowhere, then we not reach nowhere. Yeah. Sign a lifetime contract, you still have a boss.
Still have a boss.
And if you violate your contract, you will lose it all.
We'll lose it all.
Yeah, don't be blinded by the few that they let through to brandish millions, even billions. It's all a part of their plan to have us chasing dreams of fiction. Yeah, them and we are just a number. And say we name ain't worth a thing. And if we want fame, then we have to sing. Play bar, run track and all start a thing. While them collect the ring, them and we are just a number. And so we name ain't worth a thing. Position of power, you control everything. If we not up there, then we not reach nowhere, then we not reach nowhere. Yeah.
With diamonds and gold, many they control. Now don't you be blind, know that it's all for a time. They want you think to support your brother, it is a failure. They rather you give your money to stranger. Now are you picking up, picking up, picking up, picking up? Now be wise.
Them and we are just a number. And say the name ain't worth a thing. And if we want fame, then we have to sing. Play bar, run track and all start a thing. While them collect the ring, them and we are just a number. And say the name ain't worth a thing. Position of power, you control everything. If we not up there, then we not reach nowhere, then we not reach nowhere. Yeah.
Simpler times call for simpler things. Breaking it down, simpler goals call for simpler strings. To be pulled, connect the dots and build your kingdom, my king. Cherish the days we live long enough to see our dreams. Top of the heap, careful not to get too deep. Cold of the streets will lay you out and put you 6 foot deep. Hustle day and night just to survive. And if you make a mistake, become a number for life. Yeah.
And say we name ain't worth a thing. And if we want fame, then we have to sing. Play bar, run track and all start a thing. While them collect the ring, them and we are just a number. And so we name ain't worth a thing. Position of power, you control If we not up there, then we not reach nowhere, then we not reach nowhere.
Yeah man, Morgan heritage to the year 3000 and beyond. That we say XTM nation to the world. CTBC, yo.
Peace, love, and unity. My desire of the African community. So without any apology, without integrity, give thanks and praise unto His Majesty. Because they took us from a world like this, and they put us all on a slave ship. Some were the Dutch, some were the British, Portuguese, French, and the other Spanish. But I did a chat the Amharic, the Ethiopian language, the Amharic, the first language. But Africans, they know we must be free. Africans, they know we must be free. Got to give thanks to His Majesty. So we don't no apology. God, don't you know, don't you know, don't you know, no, no, no. Don't you know, don't you know, don't you know, no, no, no. Say they carried us through the middle passage. The ship was the only carriage. They start to rock it over long road. You could just throw some overboard. But what a wicked sight to see, my brothers in the sea. I know if they could have get from me. I know if they could have get from me. For Africans, they know we must be free. Africans, they know we must be free. Got to give thanks to His Majesty. So we don't
Run the tune, mister, run the tune.
God, don't you know?
No vacancy, no vacancy. You can't get no job. No vacancy. I wake up in the morning. I make a early track sing. I drop me gun seeking. The youth them need feeding. Everywhere you go, it's no vacancy. They must see want me commit robbery. Everywhere you go, it's no vacancy. Tell me how me I go feel me pick me. I'm a try, me no try, but I just can't get a blind. Applying to the factory. I'm on clothes look so shabby, and crowd of people just watch me. Everywhere you go, it's no vacancy. They must see want me commit robbery. Everywhere you go, it's no vacancy. Tell me how me I go feel me pick me. Woyoy, woyoy. No vacancy. No vacancy. Especially if you are naughty. Woy, 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 I can't say the boss. Not even big man I can't pass.
Run the tune, mister, run the tune.
Guidance, we're gone.
The struggle hard, but me nah buy. I feel step out and sit down and me at the road broad. Trouble ready, but me a feel make a try the struggle hard, but me nah buy. I feel step out and sit down and me at hey, your heart clean but no your jeans, but you're hanging by your strings, swinging on the limb, living in a limbo. Everything seems impossible, even getting visible. Nobody knows see you till you bingo. When you win, everything is everything. Buy your money talk loud, everybody a listen. The road broad, the road broad. Show me the lane, put me nothing because of the struggle hard. Put me not bad. I feel step out now, see you got me at the road broad, the road broad. Show me the lane, put me nothing because of the struggle hard. Put me not bad.
Yo, you see things with us is so terrible. We have people that come and say that they want to do this and they want to do that. And people them give them money. Lots of money. And then raise money throughout the years, you know. And the people them shift and gone to something else. And then you get another one come and say want to do something in the name of Marcus Garvey and Ray and Pan-African this and that. And them just make the good names of these people and the Pan-African brethren, brothers and sisters and everybody look bad and shame and everything. But those same people don't come out and say, yo, you know nothing to do with we don't know you and everything, yeah? So, may I say trust because there's so much of these things and people are scam this and that and other things. So then, you have the next that the Garvey people are attacked year after year after year after year. And they have nothing to show for it. You understand? And the main thing to show for it, you know, there's two things. They could have the African Post, right? Newspaper, throughout the diaspora, or the Black Star Liner. Simple things. Yeah? Some links with Liberia, Ghana, Nigeria, any place. You understand? Nothing to say. Conversation after conversation. Then you have the rest of them come, but then want to modernize and follow these other people them. And now them have houses, different houses and different this and charter, that and everything. And then when you hear the joke now, they shout now, they all Rasta, but them have different agendas. Right? There's no problem having a different recipe. But agenda, no. See? And then everybody want to go Africa, and everybody want to go to Ethiopia, but they want to go there on a different agenda. See? Then you have all the Caucasian them now come, and them want to say them a Rasta, and this body has said that Emmanuel this, and that body this, and it's only right because, right? And you say to yourself, wait a minute, is there anything that's exclusive to us? See? And this is a liberal-minded set of black people. A feminist, liberal-minded set of black people. And it just keeps moving. They have the next lot now, a spotlight themselves on luxuries. So them cite out the manual and them see South Africa. And them forgot all about the ANC and Steve Biko and Winnie and everything, and the poverty and so them just go there upon white mission, white land, and they want to go up at this place and that place, and them sell things on the multimedia, how great and beautiful South Africa there, and then people I think say, yo, the black man and woman them have moved up, and it's a lie. Nobody not deal with Cape Town and everything, you know. See? So, we are confused set of people. No right guidance. But there's nothing wrong with a person eye opening up and see things. Yeah, everybody wants some nice something. But how can you be in averse poverty and be afflicted with these jackass people that call themselves government, being supervised and mentored by the British government and the governor generals, and you see how them live uptown and how them behave. And then you're going to take yourself now as Rasta and Ballad and everything and see all South Africa, this place, that place, and you have this high desire and everything for the same thing that you grew up with and being kicked down with, and then you're take your eye off your own prize in your own and the land that you live and you grew up in and everything. Not that Africa is not our home, but what I'm saying is, all of a sudden you become dismissive of our affliction. Doesn't make sense to me. You understand? But that happens when you travel. When you travel, you see some luxurious thing, you feel say, yo, you feel good. But can you be dismissive because you have to come back home? And you come back home, you say to yourself, whoa, them people are going somewhere now. You understand? So the Boers control South Africa. Yes. Them control it. And they've got the best of it. The Boers, the Dutch, as well as the English. But we get confused then when they play rugby and play cricket. You see? So when you sit back and assess and evaluate our ancestors' journey from this, let's say from the 60s until now, you know, so that they were penetrating, but then you realize that we haven't advanced ourselves as a people. And then we have to say, we, you know. Huh? And then we have to ask ourselves, what did we do? What did we do for ourselves, as in our families, and everything that can be measured within what we will call a community? What have we got? How are we measuring this? So a lot of people sit back and measure it upon dance. You know what I mean? A lot of people remember the sun splash that and this, that, and so forth. Nothing else. Nothing else. This person who aspired to be a gynecologist, and the next one is an engineer, and the next one, and this one want to do this with the Pan-African to go to Africa to do that. Nobody's on them trip there. So assessing and evaluating and looking at our progression as how we have progressed and where we are and where we need to be and what we attempted to do, how difficult it was or how easy it was and everything, so that we leave a real good manual and a good example for the next generation to follow. You understand? Them just pick it up and move. We're not there. This is not pessimism. It's a foolishness that we do. You understand? So that's why I mention the nation, because the nation should be should be a flagship of an example of black superiority in a white man's land, and showing say how you overcome all of those obstacles. You understand? If Farrakhan have run Elijah Muhammad program, I show how you overcome the white obstacles by developing self and doing things for self and be so self-centered that black self-love is sweet. And all of a sudden you see people start migrate in America to get out of America now and go Africa. You understand? People from the Caribbean I met that trip, and the next stop is homeward bound. Why am I going to America for? To link up with the people them who do excellent work and everything, and charge them batteries up and everything, and get some more resources and everything, and then go home. Some people can't do that. You think the Askanaki them never left Russia and come to England and go Czechoslovakia and all them something there, and then finish up Palestine? You understand? So it works, man. It can work. So me there sit down under the auspices of W.D. Muhammad, I say infrastructure. You understand? Infrastructure. Because a lot of people go want to stay in England. I go stay here. I support them football team, and they don't become a chairman or none of the Rioted Club, and them dip on that something. You can't do it without it. And the other lot them going to be athletes, and you understand? And all of that. Because all the sport and play and amusement and play, it's got a lot of us hook, line, and sink. And we don't want to accept it, admit it. We don't want to admit it. There's a whole heap of things that these Western men have done to us. but we don't want to admit. And the minute we admit, you see how quick we just come out of something. But when I admit it, and we're in love with them. We love them more than we love ourselves. Because when you see all the tragedies that take place on the street and people that take them camera, nobody go there and defend us. You understand? They must film us to put it up and get big numbers on Facebook and not Facebook, and YouTube and everything. But they don't step in and part people and say, yo, you can't do that. Me not stand up here and make you do that. You have to arrest me too. You understand? That inspiration, that connection is not there. You understand? Because we're too in love with the Western man things, and we don't want to accept it. Admit it. We're in love with this rioted football. You stop doing everything that you need to do or you could have do and watch rioted football, and then get upset and paranoid to riot it. Right? And the people who won't let you close to them to blow a hole and sip a tea or anything, or even give your opinion about nothing. You see? So people who have this obsession, me love basketball, you know. But I was a player, I still can play, I can't run, but I'm a coach and I love it. But me not fight down to say that me I support Chicago. No, star. I would never did that. So I'm not saying that. No, I never did that. I had personalities that I favored. You know what I mean? Jamal Wilkes and Julius Irving and Earl the Pearl Monroe and, you know what I mean? Yeah. And my cousins them. Yes. You understand? So it was like that, and it still is. You understand? But I big up myself more than anybody else. You understand? Because I have an intelligence of running systems. And for me, that is about persons, them working together, unifying together, and thinking together. And I like to see that display. I get a thrill from watching that form of display when people are work together, I do things together. Win or lose, it's lovely. I get a thrill from that. I know we can break down any barrier we want to break down once we put our mind to it. And the better thing to do is do it for self. Do it for self. But playing amusement, nah. Black man got caught up in that. The white man put we there, and him don't have to worry about us. Him just worry about the ones them that decide him want to do a thing more than what him allow we for do. You understand? And when them get too upset about that, him just take we out. So when you look back at our years and time with him and among him, you know so that we haven't advanced one bit. We have survived, definitely. Our parents have survived. So is that what we're going to do for our children? Just leave them to survive by hook or crook? Yeah? Is that it? Guidance, you're going for real. All this one here, bad seed. Rasta Chesedek.
Make a change, yeah. But seed in my soul to bear fruits of sorrow for the youth tomorrow. No. But seed in my soul, should your ways they follow, be a word of terror. For them, how can you know the truth and keep pretending? You gotta be an example for your children. It is the inaction of those who should have acted, the indifference of those
So we are go here. You see how when you come Al Islam now, you have to, a person, their spirit, their soul, their intelligence, tell us, we must learn. So we start trying to develop our voice box so we can pronounce Arabic words. How much of us there upon Africa like that? So we can pronounce some African words from different parts of the continent. See? So everything is done by intention, you know. But since we're so much in love, like the pastor, we mentally assimilate without knowing, and some do it intentionally. But we're in love with them, and they know that better than we, because the things that we do. You see? So it's about waking up. And we still have some Muslims that is Muslims, but in love with the Western man. And they just get tripped up, and they just get hurt. And quick sharp, them pick up themselves and go back to them country. Yeah. And many of us knows that and see that and recognize that and see their agony and cry and they move. But we seem to feel that we are stuck. And we won't get brave and say, yo, it's time to make the exodus. See? So, think about that. And those who here think that me is our problem with Louis Farrakhan. No, you're wrong. You're wrong. Me speak the thing because him not say nothing. And I'm going to leave the generation to just keep saying what he's been saying. And that young generation, they have vision. They have vision. Man's brain is free. Man's brain is free. Every man or woman, human, can shape their destiny. A good leader, good leadership allows people to flourish, allows people to express themselves, not to quarantine the people in. And the worst thing to be quarantined is your intellect. That's why the Almighty God gave us the power of thought and reasoning. That's the difference. That's what makes us superior to other creatures on this earth, animals. We can reason and we have the power of thought. And God gave us that freedom. You see? And with that, we can communicate with the Almighty, the Creator. See? But we not see it like that. Because we're not trained like that. And we're not motivated like that. But Al-Islam projects that, encourages that, motivates that. And the Prophet taught that because Allah taught him to teach us that. See? So we don't have to go somewhere and find a pope or somebody for find out to dial God. You understand? And we don't have to go through this and that to get to God, and then all of a sudden we make ourselves believe say we're there when we're not. See? So make of that what you can, but those who like controversies, no, I mean the controversy stuff with Farrakhan just I say the same thing, and I preach America and these Askanakis, and I'm tired of that. Him could have changed that. He could have stopped that backside. You understand? Same old. Right? Not the same old conversation. No. He might project the same thing. America and these Askanaki people. Right? And that's it. Where am I deal with that for? We have problem. We have concerns. We have concerns, we have issues, we have problems. You understand? Him not work with that. He was a newscaster, a highlighter for them people there. Where's our highlighter? Our highlighters. Because we should not just be there upon this band thing. You understand? And I know and I believe in my heart, if Alma Wally was here, Alma Wally wouldn't be saying, I'm your leader. I'm just a person out there with a vision and a voice. Huh? If you like what we are dealing with, come. That's it. You can come close or you can stay far and still do something. You understand? That's it. That's what membership is like. But some people want people them to be with them and around them and for them to feel important. They want to justify themselves all the time. You understand? And you have people that become prime ministers and everybody, they don't want to leave. You understand? And the white man teach them that way, you know. They don't do it themselves, but then encourage them to do that among us. And then control the power or the administration, and then them start becoming power stupid. And then the people that them have in authority, like police and everybody, start beat up people and treat people bad. And then when you look at us, we all the same, and you're thinking like, why the hell is this happening? So Farrakhan could have given enough meetings and everything, right? And enough speeches to the Caribbean islands, them where parents come from, and say, yo, it's about time when they take the real revolution to the people them and free up the place them and become republics and start treat the people them properly and get rid of all this poverty from these small little piece of rock. See? By example, serious thing. Simple, ratty thing to do. You understand? Because people are attracted to his voice and his personality and image and everything. Right? So him have a sensitivity. And I use it for good cause. So that means a fireman, man. I work something. You understand? Deceptive. So Muslims, we not better wake up, you know. You understand? Seriously. Because if you keep the thing for yourself, as black Muslims, African Muslims, in the diaspora, and you know, branch out and reach out and touch up the people and everything. Nah, it's a disservice. Right? And playing amusement is not our thing. It's not our thing. Seriously, it's not our thing. Because we have some of them out there, is big time promoter, producers, and everything. But they might run at them out about me. You're joking, star. Assalamu alaikum.